Welcome one and all to the 2012 Progress with Unity Christmas Quiz. With me today I have 3 teams of willing Wigan Athletic fans hoping to win the superb prizes that we have on offer. And yes, we do have some real prizes, but you'll have to wait to see what they are. So, we should meet our teams, I think. On my left we have Mexico, consisting of
Robert
and
Pablo.
And in front of me we have the lower grounders, consisting of
Gareth and Greg.
Who were that? They're a bit low. Come on!
It was and
Oh,
Gareth and Greg.
GG, the double G's. That's a good link, that. The double G's.
the GGs.
Horses.
Yeah. And to my right we have the third team, which is the Gidlow Gigglers, consisting of...
Pedro.
So we've got Pedro and...
Bartholomew.
Right, so we've got a Pedro and a Pablo, so you're going to have to, we're going to get them mixed up. Alright then, so, anybody getting anything interesting for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas?
6 points.
Yeah. I would have said the same thing as well, I think.
I want that new book, Believe. Apparently I'm in it, so...
Yes, I've actually read that book, and you've got a very interesting passage in there as well.
That's brilliant.
I think we should just move on to the first round, shouldn't we? Yes. Okay. Round 1 is mildly interesting. So remember, you can get points for being interesting as well as right. So if you've seen that popular television quiz show, which I'm not going to name, you'll know exactly what this is about. And remember, the questions are only easy if you've seen the answers. People who took a peek at my papers here beforehand. Question 1. On a freezing cold day in the 1932-33 season, Wigan Athletic were beating Congleton Town 7-0 in a Cheshire League match, when the referee abandoned the game shortly after half-time. What is the unusual reason for this game being called off?
The unusual reason for it being called off?
Yes.
Was it something to do with the baths being frozen in the changing rooms? Because they wouldn't have had showers in them days, would they? They'd have had communal baths and they'd have all got in together.
You wouldn't have had a bath at Congleton.
Was it at Wigan or Congleton? Did you say? You said it was winning 7-0, but you didn't say where it was.
Unfortunately, I don't have that information.
Well, I think, because you said it was Wigan Athletic 7, Congleton 0, technically it was at Springfield Park. So I think it was something to do with the baths, the players' baths for the after game rub down and clean up, being froze.
Well, I do like that answer, so I'm going to give you a point.
Get in!
Come on.
But unfortunately, it's not correct.
Oh.
Something to do with dogs.
Dogs.
A dog
It's a good
cat,
shout, because there's always something to do with dogs, isn't there?
Cats.
The referee had an injury and there was no other qualified referees at that time, therefore they had to knock the head on the match.
Not the match on there.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean.
You're not even in the right ballpark.
No, that's poor, that as well. That's poor, Rob.
I was clutching at straws.
I can tell.
It was a fairly good answer.
Yeah.
Right,
I can see it's all twice in standing slow ground at the moment.
One of the coal mining shafts that opened up.
Do you ever see the Muppets?
The ball fell in.
Yes,
Yes.
you've got it, so that's the answer.
Give over!
No, it isn't.
Oh.
Right, I'll give you a clue. It's something to do with the weather and the effects that it might have had on the players.
Oh, they're freezing the bollocks off.
Frostbite.
Freezing fog.
Yes, I'm going to give it to Barry, I think.
Get in!
Congleton reduced to 6 men, the others taken off suffering from exposure.
What were they doing, exposing themselves?
Wigan won the rearranged fixture 6-2. In a separate incident at Springfield Park in 1936, I thought you might give this answer.
Right.
I thought you might know this. Teams. In a separate incident at Springfield Park in 1936, supporters chased the referee from the pitch. Mr. C. Fletcher had just turned down 2 apparently stonewall penalty appeals when we were losing 1-0. Now that's a more famous incident, and I thought you might refer to that.
No, well, I got confused with Mr. P. Dowd, though, you see. That's 2006.
Okay, Barry gets some points there, and I think I'm going to give some to Paul as well, so Mexico get 2 points.
See?
Oh, we were really vocal then and deserve some points.
What did you say?
I said,
Yeah, that's also what the players said. So, yeah. I think we better move on to the next question.
He gets sued.
In 1972, to alleviate financial problems, Wigan Athletic applied to build a greyhound track at Springfield Park. Why didn't this plan go ahead?
Because they couldn't find any greyhounds.
Because there was one at Woodhouse Lane.
Because it was
Next
already
door.
in the lease that there'd never be greyhound racing at Springfield Park after they bought it in the first instance.
That's exactly right, Pablo or Pedro, and I can't remember which one.
Pedro.
So the points on that go to the Gidlow
I
Gigglers
don't know,
once
he was
again.
looking for answers.
No, I knew that.
No, yeah, it's because of Woodhouse
Yeah,
dog track.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a perfect answer between us, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because when Wigan bought the ground from the owners of Woodhouse Lane Dog Track, when Wigan Athletic was formed, there was a clause which stated that greyhound racing must never take place at Springfield Park. Okay, next question. The longest ever suspension served by a Latic's player was by Tony McLaughlin, who was suspended for 3 months. What was his crime?
Sticking bromide in the half-time cup of tea.
You would get banned for quite a long time for that. I think more than 3 months.
Is there
Did he hit the referee?
No,
is there a year attached to that?
Did he call Dave Wheeler a tight one?
it's actually before Whelan. We don't have a year, unfortunately. The source didn't provide one.
Tony McLaughlin sounds like a relative, not a too distant name,
What, a relative to you?
relatively
No,
new.
Tony sounds 60s, doesn't it?
Yeah, 60s, 70s.
Not like 1930s,
Yeah.
1940s. Tony didn't go to war at Second World War, did he?
You have a fight with the opposition manager? I know one of that players did that one. I don't know what it was in.
No, it's...
Did he knock up the linesman's daughter?
Did he spit in the ref's eye?
It's something to do with another team.
Clamping of the court with well, what would now be a modern day
Clamp.
car clamp.
I love that answer. You're going to get 2 points for that, but
Oh,
unfortunately it isn't the right answer.
Did he play for another team? Was he
Yes, that's right. He did. He played for another team, and he was caught playing Sunday League football for an amateur side.
Oh, Ringer.
So there you go. 2 more points to Mexico.
We're trading the points in that.
Yeah,
aren't we?
no, easy pickings.
Incidentally, Tony McLaughlin, in his first game back for Wigan, he scored 7 goals in an 11-1 Lancashire Floodlit Cup win over Darwin.
Get him back.
We need him now, more than ever. Okay, next question. What happened next?
oh,
You asked the question.
The game is Wigan versus Bristol Rovers at Springfield Park.
2nd of December
97.
1997.
More
The
sent off than
referee
ever.
was
Kevin Lynch.
Kevin Lynch.
Sendings off. We had one sent off there for.
I'm going to complete the question.
You don't need to. It finished 3-0 to us.
He's going to complete the question. He's got to wake up, stand this low ground.
Yeah. Wigan are leading 1-0 as the match enters first half stoppage time. Referee Kevin Lynch issues a second yellow card to Rovers' Kevin Pritchard. What happens next?
Graham Jones headbutts one of the Bristol Rovers players and gets a red card himself.
I've actually been a bit cheeky here because I knew Barry would get this.
Thank you.
Oh, come
Especially
on,
because
Fitz.
I wanted to hear his story that he has attached to this particular game.
Oh, it's a massive story. So do you remember? Peter remembers it as well. This story would go on. How long will it go on for?
From start to finish.
Start to finish.
Half an hour.
Half an hour.
Oh, so it's not worth recounting.
From getting in the ground, meeting Brian.
Meeting Brian
Meeting
outside.
Brian outside, yeah.
Yeah, we met Brian outside.
Freezing that.
Freezing. He was waiting for us.
Yeah.
He's dead now, Brian. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was. He'll be waiting for us in heaven, won't he? Come on, lads.
Well, not waiting for you, you won't.
He was so excited. Come on, lads! I've got us in the Springfield in the Phoenix stand tonight for free, and we got a little free bin in there. But the story just goes on and on and on. It was one of them nights, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I think it ends about 1 o'clock in the morning.
It did, 1 o'clock. I drove from Springfield to Orrell with a flat tyre, looking for a gas station with a working air hose to pump the tyre up into. Never found one.
A minute ago, you just got in the Phoenix stand.
Oh, well, what I've done is, that long story, I've edited it, but I've missed all the details out.
There's the podcast extra.
Yeah, red button.
Red button, press your red button on your remote.
Yeah, press red now. So in the 71st minute, Josh Lowe was sent off to complete a total of 5 send-ins off at the time. A
Record.
yes, a joint English League record. 5 send-ins off.
One more and the game would have been abandoned.
Yeah,
as well,
3-0 it finished.
and they tried their hardest to get another. But Lynchy was having none of it, was he? You were letting everything go.
Yeah, and I'd like to thank Vital Latics as the source for that last question.
No, he's got
Basically, thanks to Barry for giving me that question for me to get right.
To be fair, it was published 3 years ago, so I probably might have forgotten it.
Oh, no. No, after something that's happened this afternoon, I'll forget that.
It's absolutely
Quick passage on to the next round, I think.
Oh, this will come back, this.
Round 2, quotes.
Quotes.
Yes. What caused Latic's manager John Benson to say the following in August 1999? Quote, I've worked it out. The players are to receive an early Christmas box of Durex. Now be careful. What was he referring to? It was a particular game.
It's right at the start.
After we got-
It was the first season down in the JJB, that wasn't it?
August 99.
Yeah, so we just come for.
Yeah, some thought.
Well, we were unbeaten.
Yeah.
We were beaten until about February that season, weren't we?
We got to
No,
Millwall.
older than
So there was 1-0 on TV.
Yeah. 20 odd games.
Who
Not
played-
trying to the first team score against us in something like 10 games, wasn't
That was a bit
I
later.
know, this is August stuff.
What's this
Yeah,
got
yeah,
to
yeah.
do with?
We're not. We're
leading
away at
condoms?
Millwall. We're 3-0 up. And
Well,
we're
that's the
3-3.
question.
Well, I know. I'm trying to work it out.
Oh, loads of our players, the missus got pregnant at once.
That's right. Both Roy Carroll and Ian Kilford were withdrawn from the team to play Millwall.
well,
Yeah, they were withdrawn from the team to play Millwall after the partners were ready to give birth. So that's the correct answer, Greg. Well done.
We ended up drawing 3 apiece. It was that.
Millwall.
That
Yeah.
was Mill, yeah.
Yeah.
3-0.
Oh, that's when
Freedom,
Gino
yeah.
Padilla had that bra through at him. I remember that. We went 3-0 up
At the
at half time. Then my mate turned up at half time.
Bra or a bar?
A bra.
Oh.
Yeah, it turned up at half time. Was winning 3-0. So missed those. Obviously getting into the lead 3-0. And then watched the second half. Watched us get battered 3 apiece, along with Gino Padilla having a bra through at him. Hilarious.
I do say that would have made a more interesting question, but unfortunately I couldn't find anything about that. So I'm going to have to give you some points for being interesting.
Cheers.
Oh.
So, which former Latic striker said this? Quote, I wouldn't say I'm overweight, but I would say I'm too heavy.
Mickey Quinn.
Later,
Graham Jones.
yes. And we've also got a little bit of a fact file about Graham Jones, so does anybody care to guess what his favourite television programme is?
Biker Grove.
Friends.
It's not on the television anymore, and it stars a certain Chris Evans.
Biker
TGI
Grove.
Friday.
TFI Friday, yes.
That's a TGI.
And his
isn't
most hated...
Yeah, that would have gone name on.
it? Free advert there.
It's the pre-Watershed version of TFI.
Yeah.
TGI, yeah. So, what's his most hated television show?
Biker Grove.
I have to say, Barry, that none of the answers to this quiz,
Okay.
not quiz unfortunately, are Biker Grove.
One man and his dog.
It comes on a Sunday evening still.
Songs of praise.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've got match today too then.
And the first record he ever bought was...
Someone's
Sex
found an
Pistols.
old, someone's found an old programme here,
Paul
haven't they?
McCartney in the front chorus.
The Jam.
It's-
The Smiths.
It was Shut Up Your Face by Joe Dolce.
Oh.
And it's
What's the
also...
matter with you?
And I would also give him points for Rhinestone Cowboy because that's his favourite karaoke song.
Ultravox,
Got
Vienna.
points here.
That was what Joe Dolce get from #1 spot.
It was, you're right, that's good, that.
Yes, very interesting, but
And they were from Chorley, but they had a Scottish singer.
Who were Ultravox?
He had a good pass. He like Ed
What's
Bull.
his show?
Midge was
Midge.
from Edinburgh, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But the original singer for Ultravox left and joined. It'll come to me, I'll show it to you.
what? So it was from Wigan, you say?
From Chorley.
From
Ultravox were a Chorley band.
This is going to be like that podcast a few weeks back where in the middle of it you just shouted out, Martin Atkinson!
Yeah, good luck editing this, Barry. Because I'm on the verge of giving you some points for being interested in
I can't think of his
Go on.
name.
Elvis.
No, it was like a new age band, new wave band, beginning with V.
Visage.
I think Visage. No, I'm thinking Bell did before, but it weren't them because they did Poison, didn't they, in the late 80s. But this is similar to that anyway. It'll come to me after.
You should have said the verb because I would have given you points for being relevant to Wigan.
The Tansads.
Who?
Sorry?
Tansads?
Who?
Barry
Who?
Moore Tansads.
Ed Jones knows the
listen to this.
Tansads.
Tansads, yeah. There was a Wigan band. 12
Is it a lot? Still going? They're changing it.
No, they was still going. John Kettle, the former drummer.
We'd like to invite listeners in Australia to tune back in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, never mind. The Tansads, they were from
They were
Wigan.
nearly big then back in the day.
The Tansads, they were
They
big.
nearly got there.
Yeah. They've had about 12 albums, haven't they?
I'd roll a decent book on them.
You have?
Ed did. Ed
Oh,
Jones
okay.
did. And immediate Latic, he's been.
Yeah.
To bring some organisation back to this, I think we'd better move on. So far, the scores are Mexico are on 10, Lower Grounders are on 4, while the Giglo Gigglers are also on 10.
Whoa! Come
How did
on!
they put 4 up?
Right, we're still in the quotes round. Who said this of Wigan's 2005-2006 Premier League kit? I know a few of the lads have been worrying a bit because they've been struggling to get eyeshadow to match.
Bullard.
It's difficult to get your nails done in that shade of blue. It's not Jimmy Bullard.
Brendan Spencer.
Gary Teal.
Think
Mike Pollitt.
defence.
Ariane
Adam
Zoo.
Zoo.
Stephen Anshaw.
Matt Jackson.
I think Gareth said Jackson first.
Yeah.
Oh,
He did,
I'll have to
he did.
give
I didn't
him
see him
points
say
there.
it.
Yeah, it was indeed Matt Jackson in response to a fan's praise of the new blue and white stripes. It was a Wish FM phone-in previewing the Wigan Athletics' first season in the Premier League, and they very helpfully played a few clips from people on the streets and box pops from ladies
Yeah.
that have supposedly asked these very sexist questions. Finally, in the quotes round, complete this quite possibly apocryphal quote by former manager Paul Jewell. I'm happy about having a weekend off because what?
Elvis is coming.
Because get to Southport to see me bird.
Leave my shirt on.
Well, I was going to give you a point for that, but Paul Jewell might be listening. So why would he be happy about not playing at the weekend?
Fed up losing.
Yes, that's it. Because at least it means we can't get repeated.
Yeah, I remember saying that.
When was that?
I don't know. That's why I've noted it as possibly apocryphal, because it's from the internet.
2002 or 2007.
Yeah, it's from the internet, so it might not have even been.
Yeah, I
accounted
remember
to.
saying it. I do, yeah.
Okay, so that's the end of the quotes round.
Ooh.
Alright, the next one is the Christmas themed round. All answers in this round have a Christmas/biblical theme.
Ben
Don't
Watson.
shout out yet.
Ben Watson,
Yeah.
Stoke City.
Wait.
Take points off them.
Wait.
Dan, take points off them for shouting out stupid answers.
And in.
For example, which current Wigan Athletic player might you find falling down your chimney this Christmas Eve?
Franco Di Santo.
Exactly, Franco Di Santo Claus. No points for that.
No, no.
Just an example.
I'm just participating
Well
in
done.
the... Yes, thank you.
Okay, here we go. This is supposed to be quick fire. So, fingers on your buzzers. This former Latic's keeper might serenade you with Christmas themed songs.
Rod Carroll.
Yes. This commanding former winger led his team to the promised land.
Victor Moses.
Oh, he's too good. He's too good. This current Wigan first team player is the star of many Christmas specials alongside the Trotters.
Albert Crusoe. Uncle Albert.
That's not a bad shout.
I'm going to give you some points for that. The answer. That's pretty good.
I can't think of
A
it.
couple of points for that.
Boyce there. Emerson Boyce.
Yes, indeed.
Me.
The dominance of the round continues. Which former amigo might form the
Jesus
central
Christ.
part of a nativity scene? And I'm not sure who said it first.
That was
but
Greg. Greg said it before you even
that's very noble of you,
started the
everybody.
question.
It's very noble.
I think it's being kind to the losing team, really.
You're catching up now,
Yeah,
actually.
you're whispering.
Rob.
I'm waiting for my hammer to come out.
Well, unfortunately, there are no more answers in this round because that's the end of the round. And I couldn't think of any more. I couldn't think of any more interesting puns. But we've got some rejected answers from the Christmas themed round here. Mina Figueroa, Christopher Furry Lightfoot,
Oh.
Noel Ward, Jeff Slate, and Lee St Nichols.
Jeff Slade.
He only
Slight.
played a few games for us, I believe. But I got that from the Wigan Athletic E to Z. It might have been pronounced Slight, but you know.
Oh no, that's
Slate.
Slate. Oh, I get you. Sorry.
We think
Yeah, that's the level of humour.
Yeah.
That's the level of humour.
Well, before Rudolph ever played. We're a few prancers and dancers, won't we?
Alright, this is where everybody can earn the crust. Because it's the general knowledge round.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Who scored Wigan Athletic's final goal at Springfield Park, and why does this hold
Stuart
extra
Ball.
significance?
Paldikoff.
It's quickest goal Springfield Bank as well.
Yes. Barry got it right with Stuart Barlow, and Greg got it right in saying he scored after 19 seconds, which is thought to be the quickest goal scored at Springfield Park. Anybody care to name the game?
Man City won it in the playoffs.
Wigan Athletic versus Man City. The second division playoffs.
Semi-final, first leg.
Semi-final.
City had that horrible yellow
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did City not score?
Because was it
Well,
Gerard
we
Leakins
scored-
dodgy
Gerard
dodgy-
Leakins
dodgy
dodgy
back pass,
yeah.
Ball
Dodgy back pass slash dodgy pitch.
Yeah.
Stuart Bell won it. Remember that? We just got to first place and St Andrews dead, and we literally just stood there and Dad threw me up at there after about
Yeah.
10, 20 seconds.
Paul Dickoff was indeed the last player to score at Springfield Park for his team.
Officially.
And the final league goal at Springfield Park was scored by...
Gareth Griffiths.
It was against Chesterfield.
It was.
Yeah,
Yes.
we won
Yes.
3-0 for all. Gareth Griffiths scored.
Paul Holland.
He went on to play for Wigan Athletic.
Oh, Ian Bracken.
Yes.
Hey, that's what.
He's got it.
In Breckin.
Good answer.
The final league goal at Springfield Park was scored by Ian Bracken, who was playing for Chesterfield at the time.
He was the player of the season for 3 seasons on the trot at Chesterfield.
Okay, fingers on buzzers for this one, and I want you
Okay.
to buzz in when you think you know which player I'm describing. So, test your buzzers.
Mexico.
There's a sheep in the studio.
It's the giggle.
Oh yeah, the giggles.
Giggle.
Yes. Oh, of course, yeah. Okay, here we go. I made over 180 appearances for Wigan Athletic between 1988 and 1996.
Was
Here, Kevin Langley.
Greg's got it on the first
Easy
one.
told you, we're going
Well
back
done,
here.
Greg.
Latic, so just surging towards back.
Well done, Greg.
So yeah, I'll finish
Editor
that.
March. No, hitting phone.
I'll finish that. I began my league career at Everton, making my debut as a substitute 2-0 defeat to Luton Town. I was
Ipswich.
Wigan Athletic Player of the Year 1995.
Kilburn.
It's the same, sorry, it's the same question, I'm just reading out some facts about Mr.
He's
Remy.
looked it up, so he's reading it out.
And in 1995-96, I became Wigan Athletic's longest serving player. It is indeed Neil Rimmer, well done,
The
Greg.
legend.
The lower grounders are on par again now.
On par, you're on par.
Alright, next in the general knowledge.
Is it a buzz in or a shout out?
No, it's a shout out.
All right.
Let's go back to the regular questions again. Okay. In the 1990-91 season, Latic's left winger Brian Griffiths was fined and severely reprimanded.
Scored
after
against
a-
Bolton.
Two fingers at
Sticks.
Bolton after a penalty.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
it
you.
was
That's gotta be
Mexico came in with the answer first.
I've got the screen.
I didn't see any buzzers.
He didn't say the
No
same
buzzers.
shade. Mexico, Brian Griffiths.
It
Who's
was,
the legend, Willie Brian Griffiths?
he was severely reprimanded after a picture was printed of him giving the two-fingered salute to Bolton fans, and he would have gotten away with it if it weren't for those meddling pressmen. Latics won the game 2-1 thanks to Griffiths' penalty and a Darren Patterson winner.
What a legend.
Next. Which player netted Wigan's first and to date only goal scored in a match shown live on terrestrial television? So that's BBC, ITV, Channel 5.
Anton Sibierski.
Yes,
It's
that's
Chelsea
exactly
FA
right.
Cup.
Yeah, against Chelsea.
Were we not on the BBC against Downford though in the cup?
1955.
It was definitely
No,
live,
you
but
mean
not
the
on
one
Sky.
in November when
We
it
won
was...
what? We won 1-0.
Yeah,
Scott
yeah, I was in
scored.
Skegness at the time. That was on. It
Was it FA Cup?
It was definitely FA Cup.
No, it wouldn't have been Sky because we watched it at my house and we didn't have Sky.
Yeah, I watched that. Skegness.
No, it
Sorry
wasn't
to
Sky,
say,
it
no,
was
Yes,
on Sky.
he watched it in
Was it?
Skegness and they've still not got Sky.
I know they
Yeah.
don't watch
Watch it
Sky.
live.
That's
Watch it
like
back.
10 years
Well,
ago.
I stand corrected if I'm wrong.
It doesn't matter, does it? I'll back you up for a couple of points.
He let it for a point.
I'm not going to name the source for that. But... Okay,
Well done.
right, I want you to listen to the whole of this question before you answer it, okay?
Right.
Complete this sequence. 17th of December 2005, Henri Camara versus Charlton Athletic. 15th of December 2007, Marcus Bent versus
Hat-tricks.
Blackburn Rovers. 24th of November 2012.
Jordi
Who
Gomez.
versus who?
Jordi Gomez, Reading.
Rob. Right then, I
Everybody.
don't know. I'll give you all some points for the first at the same time. And I won't deduct points from Mexico for shouting out before I completed the
Yeah,
question.
sorry.
Because
Spoiled the
I'm
answer.
timed like that. But, right, so I'm going to give each of you a couple of points for that. There you go. I could have been stingy and gave nobody points, but you know, what's the difference? Okay, we're on to the next round, and I guess we should do a score check, eh? Mexico are on 15.
Ooh.
Lower Grounders are on 15.
Ooh.
Look at that, eh?
While the Gidlow Gigglers are on 25.
Hey! Round of applause in the audience.
How's my fault 10 points out?
The quiz was made by Vital Six.
Okay, so now we've come to the penultimate round.
Oh.
They think it's all over. So anybody who's seen
Look at the points, I think we got Phil Dowd refereeing.
anybody who's seen the BBC TV show will be familiar with this, and it's exactly the same.
Are
as
we
that.
getting to feel up a woman?
Unfortunately not.
Oh.
Have you brought anybody along, incidentally? We could work it in.
I don't hate my partner.
Right, so it's the same as the TV show, but in podcast format.
Put my girl
Okay.
up there.
Celebrations, okay? When Reading's Sean Morrison scored against Latic at the DW Stadium earlier this
Eating
season,
cereal.
he had a pretty tasty celebration in store. Yes. I'm going to complete the question though, because that's not everything. After nodding his side ahead in front of the North Stand, he proceeded to tuck into an invisible meal. What was this in reference to? And I'm going to give Barry a couple of points for cereal, but...
He'd been testing cereals all week, and he decided that which one did it was a chocolate flavoured one that he said was his favourite.
Cocoa Pops.
I don't. It weren't chocolate cocoa pops.
Weetabix minis. The chocolate thing.
Who gives a
Wheat
shit what he
or-
likes? Next question.
Yeah, well, I'm going to give Barry the points for that.
Thank you.
Because that's exactly right. It's Cereal Quest. Morrison has been conducting an experiment to find the greatest breakfast cereal and documenting his findings on social networking site
And
Twitter.
that's why Reading are bottom of the league.
And for a bit of bonus fun, which cereal is Morrison describing here? The crunch of the little blanks as you bite into them, and the flavour of the luscious milk. Best yet, 4 out of 5.
Flusters.
Flusters, no.
Crunchy nut cornflakes.
Get nearer.
Cornflakes.
Bram Flex.
Nah, but
Crunchy nut
Rice
custard.
you're not
Krispies.
going to get it. It's golden nuggets.
Golden
They are
nuggets.
great though, to be fair.
And also, absorb milk like a hobnob. Amazing. Great texture with a few dry bits left.
I tell you
Flavour
what.
not overpowering.
I tell you what. He's not
Yes.
doing much to.
Weetabix, yeah.
Weetabix.
I've never ate one in my life.
Weetabix are overpowering. He's doing nothing for the intelligent image of footballers, is he?
Yes, Weetabix, according to Morrison, is
Seriously,
cereal
boy,
for
no,
people of all
Seriously,
ages.
yeah, seriously.
I thought EastEnders was a cereal for people of all ages.
No, that's Coronation
It's just so.
Street.
Alright then, next question in the They Think It's All Over round. This one's excuses. On the 30th of November 2011, former Latic's boss Steve Bruce was sacked as manager of Sunderland just 4 days after losing 2-1 to his former club. But what was the real reason for his dismissal, according to Bruce?
I know this.
Zzz, because he's a Geordie.
Bang on, exactly right.
Yeah, fans.
Well done, Rob.
It's supposedly because he's a childhood Newcastle supporter, and I quote, "Even if I'd won the next 6 games, I can't do the Geordie accent, but even if I'd won the next 6 games, some people would have never forgiven me for being a Geordie." But this excuse does hold some credibility, however, because Alex Ferguson independently came to the same conclusion in a separate interview, so...
One of the Fergie squad gets sacked and he comes out defending him.
For sure.
Alright then, last one in the They Think It's All Over round. Odd one out. And I need to know the reason as well.
Okay.
Okay. Who's the odd one out here? Matt Jackson, Joe Parkinson, Leighton Baines.
Joe Parkinson never played at the JJB.
That may be the answer, but
Leighton
that may
Baines.
be an answer.
Matt Jackson, not Scouser.
Leighton Baines, left-footed.
What club links them with Wigan?
Watford.
Everton.
Everton.
Yes, Everton. No. It's something a little bit more specific.
Youth setup.
So you've got Matt Jackson.
Joe Parkinson never captained Everton.
Leighton Baines
No, that's
signed for Everton after Latics.
Yeah.
We signed the other two.
You've
Yeah.
got it, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically got it. It's Matt Jackson, because all the others played for Everton after playing for Wigan, so can you give
Well done.
points
You know you need to.
Okay.
Points all round.
Yeah.
Yes. Right, so do you want me to do a scores update?
Scores
Going
update.
into the final round.
Oh, God.
Mexico are on 22. Lower Grounders are on 21.
Ooh.
With Low Gigglers 32. But don't despair, because there's still big points available in this crucial last round.
It's like the end of a marathon, isn't it? You come into the stadium and you've got that last bit to do.
And you fall.
Oh, there's shit in our pants and there's peed everywhere and
Alright,
the crowd
Paul.
are cheering. You start to stagger, you see that glimmer of hope. You try to sprint, but there's not a lot left in your legs. Which way is it going to go? Carry on, Dan, sorry.
I tell you what, considering there wasn't enough time for that other story the before, you're not doing bad on this one.
Okay, so the final round is called Well I Never Knew That. Remember, points are given for being interesting, okay? Although I expect you to get this one. In 1998, Latic's fan Nigel Ainscoe named his what after Roberto Martinez?
Dog, cat, kid,
Needs to be more specific.
house, child,
Dog.
daughter, son, monkey,
You can't just shout out and go like that.
His new puppy.
No.
cat, alligator, chicken, fish.
What's the use for dogs?
Hunting.
Guard dog.
Greyhound.
Yes, that's it.
I knew I was just waiting for the dust to settle before I answered it.
I said dog.
Yes. And I'll give you 2 points for that. But because this is the final round, we're going to double that up to 4.
That's it. We're on the
So we're going to give the
Can
kid.
you have points for every wrong answer as well? Because I think you'll go minus then.
Yeah, you can't just shout out like that.
That's
We'll
it.
take that into
Change the
consideration.
rules halfway through.
I'm going to take that into
I
consideration.
found the edge, and we're on the winning streak.
way up.
And all they want to change the
I've just
rules.
snapped my laces, so you've got a chance. Ah, put my knee. Oh, shit. Oh.
Next question. When Latics took to the pitch for the FA Trophy debut in 1969-1970, they played a team
I
with
was
a
still in my
rather
dad's bollocks then.
they played a team with a rather unusual name. Who were Wigan's opponents that day?
Bolton.
It's the same number of letters as Bolton. And
That's helpful. That's now
Clue.
right down.
it's a man's name.
Elton. You said a man's name, didn't you?
Yes, it's a
Yeah.
man's
Where is it geographically?
It's in Nottinghamshire.
Oh, I've been there.
Errol.
No,
Robin.
no, it's that place just north of Nottingham.
Unfortunately, I can't give you points
It's
for
not
that.
Fenton, because that was the dog.
Mansfield.
No,
The man's name. I'm going to give a clue, and I'm going to give the points to the first person to shout out the answer. Okay?
that's a good way of working a quiz.
Because I expect you all to shout out at the same time. The clue is this.
One letter.
I'll be back.
Arnold. Oh.
Yeah, Darren got it.
Yes!
He's got it wrong.
He said Arnold.
Arnold is
Yeah.
a place.
Arnold.
What is it? Was it Annie or Arnold?
Arnie's only
It
got
was
5
Arnold.
letters.
Oh, so then he said Annie.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he said Arnold. I said Arnold.
Oh,
Rewind the tape.
I'll be back.
Alright, I'm going to give Greg some points as well. Because
That's a conspiracy here. What's going on here?
I can't even win his own quiz.
I'm being overruled here.
It's like having bloody Clattenburg in
Change the
charge.
clothes there to West Ham.
Alright, I'll take a couple of points off them.
Oh, my God.
They're only the points that
I tell you what, I'll get my Uzi knife in.
0 for cheating. Come on.
You mother trucker. I want your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Okay, let's move on to the next question. This is the penultimate question, by the way. In 1984, how did Wigan chairman Brian Heathcote justify a rise in ticket prices by 20 pence to £2?
You pitched in your new grass.
You want the new restaurant?
No,
To redevelop the ground.
no, it's not to do with the ground and maintenance.
Players. They bought somebody.
You kits.
No,
Training facilities.
it's not necessarily to fund something. Remember, this is more of an
One of the players had the
excuse.
CSA after him.
He was a bit skint and he had a big tax bill to pay.
Why would you, as a supporter, benefit from paying £2 rather than £1.80?
Because you haven't got
You
to...
didn't have change. You didn't need change. You could just pay straight. You could just pay £2. You didn't have to get change. You didn't have to queue up. There was no messing about. You weren't fiddling for a 50p, a 20p, and a 10p. You were just there, £2, 1 point notes, because there were notes in those days. And you used to put your hand in your pocket and you said, there's £2 there, Brian. And then you said, come on in, Barry, you're alright, in you go.
This one out and all.
Whereas if it was 1.80, you'd have to give him £2 and you'd have to say, wait there a minute, son, I have to go get some change.
That's word for word what he's got written in front of him.
Right, I'm going to have to give you some points for that. Because it's exactly the right answer! I'm left wondering whether you're actually Brian Heathcote himself.
Well, strange you should say that.
Secret double life. Barry.
Barry and Brian.
Incidentally, I'm interested nobody said Barry Town for the Arnold question.
It's in Wales.
It's in Wales, isn't it?
Okay, I'm going to have to give Barry massive points for that, unfortunately, guys.
Yeah.
For getting it exactly right, but...
Well, he has to win his own quiz, isn't it?
Oh, have you heard this? Have you heard all this?
Are you suggesting that Barry provided the questions here?
Put it this way.
Yeah, he got some off his website.
Put it this way, if we were in front, we'd be going into Barry time now.
He got one off Barry's website and the rest off his email.
Oh, here we go.
He's hacking Barry's email.
He were right at Ferguson about sore losers. Bloody hell.
So, this is the final question of the quiz, okay? Ooh. Big points still available. I'm not going to say anybody can still win because... Yes, move on. Be careful, this is a tricky question, by which I mean it could be a trick. Which player, who made his full debut for Scunthorpe against Wigan in March 1982...
Ian Botham.
...went on to make over 200 international appearances, and the answer is indeed Ian Botham.
I can tell you the score at match.
7-2.
7-2.
Yes, who scored?
Ian Botham.
Who scored for us?
Oh,
Go on, Les Brad, Peter Orton.
I can't. Is that it?
Yeah, that's 3 and a 2. And then Ian Botham, after the game, was interviewed by the Observer, and he said, what do you think Wigan Athletic is looking to place in Division 3? He said they wouldn't look to place in Division 2. Was his answer to that. And he played at what position did he play? You should know.
I've only seen clips. He must have been playing up front or
centre back.
Centre back.
Yeah.
Scored a decent goal that game.
But bearing in mind that was the last question, and you can get points for being interesting. Does anybody have anything interesting to add?
Elvis.
Scunthorpe, the game was played at the old showground, which now doesn't exist anymore.
You set you off again.
I meant more like the other people other than
sorry.
Barry. You know, just to make it more of an even quiz.
They're the only team in Lincolnshire now, aren't they? Scunthorpe.
Only league team.
Only league team in Lincolnshire.
Yeah, because Lincoln
And Grimsby.
Grimsby stinks of fish.
Simple
Grimsby used to be the only team in the Football League that they play in their own town because they play in Cleethorpes, don't they?
Yeah, it stinks.
But now there's other teams not playing their own ground. Like Bolton. No, they play in Wigan, don't they? The borough of Orwich, which is part of Wigan. Or it should be.
It's not Bolton, that's all that matters.
No, yeah.
Alright then, so...
And they play in the Empire Championship as well.
They do, yeah. Did we mention that? Bolton play in the Empire Championship. Along with Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah, Blackpool as well.
Blackpool.
Basically,
no, come on. This is not interesting. What league are Preston leagues?
Oh yeah,
they're not in
League
One
One
as well.
Preston.
Unless you're basically from Manchester or Liverpool in the North West, you're not in the Premier League.
Okay, so, just to wrap that up, it was indeed cricketer Ian Botham. Beefy had spells at the Iron and Yeovil Town between 1978 and 1985. And that's it, that's the end of the quiz. I'm looking at the scores.
Oh, it's going to be close.
I can see.
Are we doing a reverse order?
Yes, we shall do reverse order. What tension? The lower grounders, unfortunately, have finished third. Ding ding. On 25.
Some
excellent knowledge as well, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah. In second place, it is Mexico on 30 points.
Well, look here, lads. Well, look here. We beat the nation, Peter. We beat the entire nation.
Congratulations to the Gidlow Gigglers, who scored 45 points.
Get in!
And are indeed the winners.
Good total.
However, first of all, we have to say, we've got some prizes here.
Oh, yeah.
Some prizes.
Fumbled in a drawer for candles and continued to enjoy my
We have a
children.
selection of
I'd
chocolate
love to
flavoured
say how long
items.
it was before I realised
Are they
that
dying?
was a new bulb.
Sorry?
Are they down things?
They are Rocky
some
Rocks
chocolate.
chocolate.
The same thing. Oh, yes. Sorry.
Wait.
Right. Down approaching a 40 mile an hour sign before I
Silence.
realised I was walking.
Okay, now Gidlow Gigglers.
Floor manager.
I'm going to give you the chance to gamble these prizes
Oh,
for what's in the box here. Well, actually, it's a bag, but
We're
for the
gambling.
purposes of this podcast,
are we gambling?
It's
I'll
a
do
box.
it. Listen, have we got the time it takes the table to turn to
Put it
make
this way,
our
if you
mind?
don't gamble, I don't think anyone's ever going to listen to the podcast again.
Chocolate orange, eh?
We gambling.
well,
Gamble.
You get
Right,
indeed,
Go on.
Dan,
Gamble!
and I have to say, we do
Speedball.
indeed have something in the box, but it could be a booby prize.
Dan, we've had a great day and we came with nothing.
I don't mind the prize of something.
So we don't mind leaving with nothing, so we're going to gamble.
Okay.
Here's your speedball. Come on.
This brings in the other teams. I should have told you that before you gambled, shouldn't I?
I could have got you with that question.
I'm going to ask a number-based question, which all the teams are going to have the chance to answer, but the Gidlow Gigglers, being the winners, are going to get the chance to go first. If they're wrong, the team that's closest are going to win the chocolates and what's in the box.
Right.
Okay.
No pressure,
you
no
still
pressure
have to
then.
gamble. You
Yes,
still have to
we're,
gamble.
yes, we're
Oh,
in,
excellent, excellent.
in for a penny, in for
Okay,
a pound.
everybody, listen. So,
There's a bit of conniving going on there. A bit of conniving though,
arranging
Quizmaster.
a split over here.
Yeah.
Okay. On the 12th of December 1953,
There's more than one way to win a quiz.
Latic met Hereford United at Springfield Park in the FA Cup second round.
Do you want the official one or the one that appears on the numerous websites? Sorry, carry on.
It's from a particular book, but I'm not going to name it. The attendance that day remains a club record high. To the nearest 500, what was it?
On the majority of websites that I've seen it written down is 27,500.
Okay. Lower ground.
So what do you mean nearest 500, so like 27,000, 27,500, 28,000 or?
Yes.
Oh, 49 you could
Oh,
say.
well, Barry's won then.
You could say 49.
He
27,500,
said to nearest
49.
500 until Barry's won. 28,000.
And Mexico.
Well, I've no choice to go for 27.
Oh, hang on. No, go for 27,501 and then tell them you sneaked it.
It's got to be to the nearest 500.
Nearest 500.
So you could go for 27,000.
Well, that's what we are, but we know it's 27,400 and something, so Barry's won.
I can tell you that the correct answer,
Everybody knew that, except me.
according to a certain source, is
Barry's
27,526.
website.
So it's the Gidlow Gigglers who prevail,
So,
and indeed they do have a prize here.
Joe, what forgot now?
Oh, is that the new book?
This is a copy of
the Latic man.
2012 Christmas special
Brilliant.
Latic mag.
Hey.
But it's not just any old copy. It's been signed by all the players.
Oh,
So that goes to the Gidlow Gigglers.
I've got a tear in my eye, Dan. I've got a tear in my eye.
And there's another game, it's find a player in that magazine that's non-injured.
Well done, Barry. Well done, Gidlow Gigglers. Congratulations. But of course, yes. Yeah. But of course, remember, it's the taking part that counts.
The
And
fans.
without the other teams, we
The fans
wouldn't have
start
had.
listening to this on Boxing Day, it'll see you through till New Year.
Well done to Dan for a good
Johnny
quiz.
Gomez.
Thank you.
Johnny Gomez. Yeah, I'd like to say thank you, Dan.
Yeah,
for
thank
an
you.
absolutely spectacular quiz. That was
Thank
brilliant.
you.
Thank you. It's just a pity with no whiskey left. Right, thank you. So, wonderful quiz, festive times. Merry Christmas,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas, everybody. See you in the new year.
See you in the new year.
Still alive.